Hey. Alright, now look here, motherfucker. If you're here for some child support, you can just tell that old bitch I'm fucking tapped out. Alright? Why the fuck are you looking at me like that? You trying to get in my pants, you fucking weirdo? Wickham sent you, huh? Wonder what he's up to. Probably sitting in there banging fucking secretaries two at a time. Must be nice sitting in the air-conditioned office all day. Here's the deal. Big uprising over in Arizona there. Bunch of slaves is a fucking mess. Half of them got killed. Disaster. Big bunch of them might be coming over to our side south of Bullhead. We gotta go down to this place near the river. What's it called, Watson? I don't know. It's a shithole. We going down to Camp Shithole. You gonna help square things away there? 'Cause apparently you're some kind of fixer type. I don't even know what the fuck that means. That's what Wickham said. He said, we're gonna get a fixer. Me and Watson here, we gonna go reconnoiter, figure out if them slaves are gonna cross over. We're gonna bring them back. And if the Legion is gonna cause some trouble there, we gonna have to hold the line there at Camp Shithole. Can you handle that kind of thing? Fuck that bulky shit. I got cheap bourbon whiskey and pearl snaps, bitch. Now why you gotta go on bringing all that mess with you? They didn't tell me one way or the other. You know what it's like for me? They say, hey, you do this shit. And I gotta say, yes sir. Tell you what, you bring that whole freak show with you. I don't give a fuck anymore. If Top crawls up my ass, I'll tell him he can fucking eat my dick. That's what you know what? No, Watson, you shut the fuck up. That's exactly what I'm going. You can expect whatever the fuck the brass is gonna give you, 'cause they don't tell me shit. Let's get this show on the road. We got a ways to go, so listen up. Ain't no secret that the Legion treats slaves like dog shit. Pretty much the norm all through their territory. That continued till some fella named Spartacus figured they'd had enough of their old bullshit. Rose up, formed a slave army, kicked ass. Though it ain't clear why, the slave army got split up. Legion took the opportunity to chew 'em up, one piece at a time. Since then, we've gotten reports that a big bunch of slaves is heading towards the Colorado, with the Legion army right on their tail. That's why we're heading to, yes, thank you, Watson, FOB Omega, so that we can watch for the slaves, and if need be, stand tall against the Legion. Just as I suspected, it's a shithole. You go on up, talk to the CO there, get it squared away. We gonna cross the river. That's a big fat no right there, partner. This is Secret Squirrel and all that. It's a lot of work to have to explain the map and where we're going and set all that up. I don't want to do all that mess. We gonna keep it simple, okay? See you when I... Yes, sir. Welcome to Forward Operating Base Omega. I'm Lieutenant Hodges. I'm unsure what Ranger Josie has told you, but the situation here is not ideal. We are undermanned, as you can see, and we are... If our intelligence is right, however, in the next couple of days, this little spot could be very important to the brass. Before all that happens, though, right now the only medical treatment we can offer our soldiers is improvised first aid. None of it. I requested a doctor, and the brass sent me a robot. Unfortunately, damn thing is broken down and it's sitting in a bunker over there. On the other hand, we have a derelict sentry bot that might be put back into action if you have the skill to repair it. However, time is limited, so you're probably going to have to choose one or the other. It's not going to be a quick fix either way. I'll leave it to you. Yes, sir. That's a relief. Good to know we have that thing out there. I've got something for you right now. Adjacent to the ravine is a place called Chard's Canyon. It's one of our main supply routes. Unfortunately, our supply caravan hasn't checked in. They probably just got drunk and are held back somewhere, but just in case, I want you... Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, yes. The super mutant down there, Private Cuddy, refuses to use... He's the only one with the strength to handle that thing. It could make a huge... If you can allay... I had been educated by the followers as a child, and became a teacher. I'm not sure what drove me to sign up, but I did, and with my background, they gave me a commission. And that, as they say... I had a relationship with an enlisted woman at my last duty station. Something of a scandal, so I was told I could either resign or accept a transfer to this illustrious station. Outside of the odd Legion explorer who snipes at us, or a really hungry band of geckos, no, it's very quiet here. If it keeps up like this, absolutely not. I don't have any desire to spend the next 20 years babysitting the dregs of the NCR. You really think that? I mean, I'd considered it. The only way I can redeem myself is through some kind of combat action. I mean, look, even if the Legion does show up here, it's... Now, the brass has made it abundantly clear what they think of...
Honored to speak with you, sir.
To back down. They didn't know who they were messing with.
You know, if you were serving, you'd probably be halfway to general by now. Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with.
Well, fuck me with a bag of dicks. I did not expect to see you. There was some crazy shit that went down up there. Can I see your hands? No, wait, that's probably rude. I shouldn't ask that. Crazy to see you. God, I just... literally, list of people I expect... So, you want to smoke or drink or something? You can step down in the foxhole and steadily dive from Cuddy's farts if you like. It's basically been a lot of marching and waiting and being treated like a piece of shit most of the time. That's basically what it is. Just tell me how you want it and I'll make...
Just blame. Oh, look who just showed up to the party. Oh, we kind of missed you back there in Utah. Kind of a long, fucked up road here. I heard about what happened. Real sad and everything. Really miss that place, especially the fucking snowman. Oh no, no way. That thing's like a goddamn death trap. As soon as I shoot it, it's gonna blow up right in my face, I'll be fucking having to eat with little nubs. I'll look like a fucking mole rat. Blind and waddling around. Be a fucking freak on a leash. Look, I'm just as effective with grenades and my hammer here. I don't really need a gun. Okay, I'll try.
Hostile work environment. You are the biggest pussy in the history of the universe. What you need there?
It's your fucking fault. You chose to walk out and continue giving me shit. Oh my god.
Nothing's back in our hands.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The ghosts? I thought we wiped them out in Bullhead. Anyway, good on you for seeing things through, and feel free to take a breather. If you need to rest, there are plenty of spare beds in the barracks. Yes, sir. We've got a little time before the Rangers get back, and if there is going to be trouble, I'd like to use that time. Most of them are conscripts, and I'd like to pass some of that on to these grunts, if you're willing. Since you're the one doing the teaching, I'm going to defer to your judgment on this. That works for me. I'll go ahead and... By the way, Ranger Josie radioed in. He'll be here shortly. Feel free to check in.
Huh? There's a big group of them. They coming across the river in droves. The men mostly died off fighting in this big old battle there. A fellow by the name of Titus Atticus apparently stomped the... Worst thing about all this is big old Legion army is chasing them as they come this way. They just killing every slave they see. It's gonna get bad here. I don't know nothing about them funny Legion units, but if we were going by our sizes, I'd say there's about a battalion bearing down on. What we gotta do is get these troopers squared away. Also, me and Watson will see to the slaves. You need to talk to the CO.
Yes, sir. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything left to be done. I've contacted Major Spears repeatedly and harangued him for Spears is in Bullhead. He doesn't appreciate how dire the situation is. Lieutenant, for the last time, I have no more men to spare. You must make do. Now look here. I'm under strict orders here to maintain the garrison at its current strength. I see. You know, you're right. We have to look out for each other. Yes, sir.
Really? Well, I'm impressed. Huh? They're gonna come over, chunk some spears, shoot a few mortars. Old boy in charge is a pretty big douchebag, but I don't think that's in the official fucking reports, but yeah, that pretty... Well, I was kind of a hellraiser when I was young, like Joaquin, my cousin. It was... Well, I'd gone infantry, so turns out... Been in over 50 engagements. Last place was Firebase Zulu. Well, Legion came with, I don't know, about 1,000 men. We were up on this hill. In the end, we just kind of held them off there. Lost. Worst part of it is we're giving the fucking thing up now. Damn silver mines dried up. Politics. Yeah, I think that's what they call a pubic victory. You know, it's kind of like where you have sex with it, think you're getting her, but then she gives you crabs. You find, you know, you asking me questions, I'm gonna ask you one. What was up? Heard you got shot up, town got killed, and a bunch of other mess. Well, shit happens. One time I fucked up and hopped because I was too busy whacking off in the foxhole, but hey, what are you gonna... All I've seen from you is somebody who went through hell and came out on the... Right there's something to be proud of. Don't let nobody... You got that right. Been all over. Yeah, I met that asshole. Serious as a serial killer. We shared barracks for a stretch back in '79. It was tight quarters, so we had to get pretty familiar with each other. He spent most of his... One day, he got all pissed off when he found me jerking off in his rack. I said I wasn't moving, and he pulled a... So there I was, cock in hand, with Boone pointing that barrel right at my dome. Motherfucker tried to bulldog me, stare me down. So I unloaded like a true ranger, all over his blue sleeping bag. Nothing like rubbing one out with a loaded gun aimed. I tried to get a hooker to duplicate the scene, you know, as a fetish. We still got a few slates coming over, but thing is, there's a few of them look fighting age, and since they already want to see if we can put them to use, but there might be a few that can shoot or swing them. While we're getting them armed, why don't you go on over, help out some of them pathetic mother...
Hoover damn. Just thinking about it makes me nervous. Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it.
Can you spare an old man some of the good stuff? Hell yes, That's okay. Before I got to the... Can you spare an old man? Started way back. Before you know it, pretty sure that wasn't his real name, just... It's a good thing. Besides Spartacus, we had a guy named Turner, and he won. Spartacus said we should go for NCR territory. Oh, it was bad. Me and the rest of them fled with Spartacus. They stayed back in a pass to make sure ones like me and these women and young brave men, and well, he replaced Marcellus after he was assassinated. He claimed Marcellus gone soft, so he'd kick things in order. He's already crucified a bunch. He inherited most of Marcellus's army, so he commanded a big army in the south. Got obsessed with old Firebase Zulu there. Second time he was killed. Marcellus was a bit smarter than Titus, not as just crazy. He's kind of like Lanius. It's what happened to us. Not much strategy to it.
For my Johnny. For the one they call Johnny.
The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. More music just ahead.
Evening.
The honcho of one of them strip families got killed right in his own casino. You know he pissed off the wrong guy.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City, but the NCR let them go. That's
For
unusual.
damn.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time. It won't go quiet.
Even.
Legion can count on that.
Boy. Can you spare an old man?
I see you filling out paperwork.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole. Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with. Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die.